What's up, everybody? It's Laline French, your favorite intelligent conversationalist, here where we discuss dialogues for the culture, curated from the point of view of a Black woman. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's conversation is centered around Married to Medicine's Dr. Jackie. I'm sure you guys have seen the recent uproar regarding Dr. Jackie's statements, but if you haven't, we're going to go ahead and break it down right here, right now. Before we dive into the conversation, I want to start by saying that I am a complete fan of the Married to Medicine franchise. All right, so I have been supporting Married to Medicine for well over 10 years. Mariah Huck, who is the creator and executive producer, okay, of the show, we don't want to minimize her creation, right? And minimize her execution of putting some well-known doctors in the Atlanta area, and Dr. Jackie Walters being one of those doctors, a part of the show. Dr. Jackie has, committed herself to the world of medicine. So being a fiance, soon to be wife to a physician, I have so much adoration and respect for doctors and their love and dedication in serving their communities and also their love for medicine. So I have a real respect for doctors and the work that they put into it. I'm talking about all doctors all around the board, because it takes a special person to work in the medical field. I've always said that. My mother's a nurse. It takes a special, dedicated person who loves serving and helping others to go and put their whole lives as a commitment to serving others. So I want to start there. Dr. Jackie has made some really questionable, disparaging comments in regard to Black women.
Sometimes as African American women, we're a bit more dramatic, in that you go to the doctor and you complain and you complain and you complain, and you're not taken serious because you cried wolf the entire pregnancy.
Hearing those comments initially from Dr. Jackie, it was very shocking. I have to be very truthful here. I was shocked to hear it, to see it. As soon as I heard her say that, I was in utter shock. I was, my eyes were literally looking at the screen like, what? I immediately picked up my phone and I started just going in. But then I had to stop and I said, okay, breathe in through the nose, hold it, and breathe out. I'm going to give Dr. Jackie the opportunity to respond. So before going in on our good sister, I said, you know what? Let me take a step back. Let me breathe in and out. Let me wait for Dr. Jackie, the professional that she is, to come back, give a statement, or even recant and break down her thought process in some of the statements that were made. Because I'm a strong advocate in believing that nobody is perfect. We make some mistakes sometimes, and it is okay to give each other that grace. So that was my hope. But then Dr. Jackie put out her statement on yesterday afternoon, and I'm going to go ahead and read that statement for you, for those of you who have not had the opportunity to look into it yet. Recently, a clip from the nearly 2-hour video was taken out of context to make it appear that I somehow take lightly what I have advocated for concerning the devastating problem facing the Black maternal health crisis. It has been my life's work to highlight and attempt to rectify the issues that devastatingly impact Black maternal mothers versus our counterparts. As a physician, I educate my patients every day to be their best health advocate. As we continue to face medical mistreatment and gaslighting, my intention with the broader conversation was to ensure patients enter their pregnancies armed with information and tools to effectively communicate their needs with their doctors to ensure a positive outcome. The reason I became an OBGYN is because growing up, I saw such a lack of diversity amongst medical professionals and was determined to be a part of the change. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, I will continue to fight for the lives of Black mothers and babies. Dr. Jacqueline Walters. I'm gonna have to sip my tea for this one, y'all. A moment of silence for Dr. Jackie, because we getting ready to educate Dr. Jackie. I'm sure she understands this, but hey, maybe she doesn't. And we're going to also educate each other on today, because one thing I believe in is education and also solutions. And I want to start by saying, Dr. Jackie, I am highly disappointed in your response, your lack of accountability in your statement in relation to African American women and the mortality rate. These types of comments cannot be taken lightly within our community. And I won't sit back and say nothing. African American women, mothers, according to the CDC, are dying at a higher rate than any other racial or ethnic group from childbirth related complications. Okay? This is not a joke, Dr. Jackie. These type of statements that you made on that live with Dr. Heavenly, discussing African American women and us being dramatic. Also, according to history, J. Marion Sims, coined the father of gynecology, did a lot of experimentation on Black women with no anesthesia. Okay, let's think about that. This coined father of gynecology was doing bear with me, because I get emotional just thinking about it. But was doing experimentation on Black women without anesthesia. Okay? It was also believed that Sam's decision was based on his misguided belief that Black women didn't experience pain like white women. We've all heard of the horror stories of women who've had complications during their pregnancies and felt like their doctors were not listening to them or not advocating for them and their health and taking what they were saying serious. And so to hear Dr. Jackie's words that Black women can be more dramatic in relation to their other counterparts is just, come on, Dr. Jackie. Come on. I don't know where Dr. Jackie's mind was. And I don't know what she may have been trying to convey. But when you look at the alarming rates, and I speak on this all the time, I've made a live about it. I make blogs about it on my website. I am so passionate about the well-being, the whole being of Black women. And to have someone dismiss the complaints, the concerns of African American women in relation to the mortality rate. Dr. Jackie, is irresponsible to make comments like that, generalizing African American women when there are already racism and biases that continue to plague the medical field. It's totally heartbreaking to see those comments. And not only that, your statement that you gave, the lack of empathy, the lack of accountability. taken aback. I don't believe in crucifying anyone to the cross, right? But what I do believe is, as African American women, as Black women, we must hold each other accountable. No one is above reproach. No one is above correction. Dr. Jackie, I want to see more from you. I'm hoping that this is a growth opportunity for you. In being intentional with your words, being careful and considerate. Your words hurt. I'm so tired of people being dismissive to Black women and our cries and our need for help and our need for care, as if it's nothing. We're just being dramatic. We're just complaining. No. We're tired. Dr. Jackie, we are looking for you to make this right. My hope is that you will make this right, because my heart was broken just listening to that live. Hoping that you would come back and correct that. Hoping that in your statement that you would find the right words to say and be genuine with your apology. And we did not get to see that. We did not get to hear that. We did not get to feel you. Until this correction is made, Dr. Jackie has completely lost a supporter in me. I am not a supporter of this message. I cannot stand behind and rally with someone who has a lack of accountability, isn't apologizing for what may hurt others in relation to the field of medicine. And my hope, again, is that this is a learning opportunity for Dr. Jackie and she can make this wrong right. Please let me know your comments in the comment section. I would love to hear from you guys and your thoughts on Dr. Jackie's comments. And also take some time and do your due diligence and look up the CDC statistics in relation to African American and the mortality rates. Also educate yourself on the medical apartheid. It's a great book. I charge you to read it and do some history, do some research. This is an ongoing epidemic within the community of African American women and not being heard, not being taken seriously. I mean, what do we have to do as Black women? I'm curious. I want to hear from you. So leave your comments below. I will be responding. Hope to hear from you guys soon. Bye.